Hi, I'm Rebecca Olson, CEO of the Maryland Association of CPAs. This year, we're thrilled to once again host the MACPA Foundation's Women to Watch Awards. We're excited to celebrate 30 amazing female leaders in our profession. And these awards not only recognize their success and contributions, but also inspire the next generation of leaders. Join me now for a brief interview with one of our incredible honorees, and we hope to see you in person on September 26th at our Women to Watch Awards breakfast.
I'm Ashley Bell. I am a senior manager with SCNH Group. I'm specifically with our affordable housing service line, specializing in assurance and attest services, but specifically for low-income housing developers.
Thank you, Ashley. I know in a career like that, where you have that direct relationship with such an important resource in our community, I'm sure there's a lot of accomplishments along the way of that career thus far, of course. Is there one that kind of sticks out to you as your most proud accomplishment?
I want to say that, I mean, being a part, like you said, of, just overall finding this niche within the accounting industry where I know that what I'm doing plays a small role in, benefiting, kind of sometimes more marginalized communities and providing, you know, safe and affordable housing for all of our community. It really, I know I find that to be rewarding at the end of the day, to find some meaning in the accounting minutia that sometimes can exist. So I mean, really working hard and trying to try to put myself out there and promote our firm within that space is a big accomplishment for me.
That's awesome. Yeah, MACPA has been on this kind of journey to find those stories, those nuggets of where the accounting minutia or the day-to-day tasks really have this huge impact, and to share that story broader, because I think sometimes we think of accounting work as tax and audit and spreadsheets and compliance and things like that that are certainly necessary. But when we kind of lift our eyes and see the end impact of our work, it really changes the narrative, right? And so we've called it our CPA purpose. And so I can hear a clear purpose, I think, coming out of that. But what would you say would be your kind of CPA purpose, something that's really motivated or guided you, and maybe it's in that niche?
Yeah, I would definitely say so. And, I mean, that's really knowing that my role, all the, it's required. And, sometimes, clients aren't always in love with with the requirements that we provide. But at the same time, like, I really do feel like I'm part of that community. And I've gotten to go to groundbreakings and see these communities firsthand. We have great relationships with our clients, and there's annual meetings sometimes hosted at a variety of the properties that we help provide services to, some of which are new developments that I have worked on specifically. So to see it in its, tangible form, and to meet some of the residents that, usually in those annual meetings, there's a resident spotlight, and we get to kind of understand the full picture of what we do really means. And so, I mean, that's definitely a driving force for me.
Absolutely. Yeah. What a beautiful picture of seeing that tangible aspect of your
Yeah.
hard work really benefiting someone else, right? And as we try and tell that story a little bit better and louder, not just in our own profession to kind of change some of the narrative that we say about ourselves, but also certainly, most importantly, kind of in the next generation and motivating them. As you've seen the profession kind of evolve over time, and of course it's a continuously evolving profession, what advice do you give to young people that might be considering a career in accounting, or just starting out in their career?
I mean, I'm actively involved with, college recruiting, and I try to really provide mentorship to any of our less experienced staff over, the course of my career. And it's really one of the aspects of my job that I really enjoy. And I always tell them, like, in public accounting, you're not going to know or feel like you know what you're doing for a long time. So don't get discouraged, even, I've been doing this for a very long time and I still am learning new things every single day. Our partners are still seeing and new concepts that we have to kind of dig in and really look at guidance to understand how to apply regulations the way that it's intended. So it's a learning curve that is long, but it will feel rewarding in the end. And public accounting always, to me, has provided the best foundation for a career in accounting, regardless of whether you end up in industry or stay uh, a career in public. So I always kind of encourage less experienced staff or people that are coming up, to just hang in there. You can do it,
Mhm.
and you'll be thankful in the end that you did.
Absolutely, yeah. It is one of those things that you just continuously learn. And I remember being told too when I first started, like, you're not going to know a whole lot, and that's okay. We don't expect you to know anything for a while.
Exactly. Exactly.
But it is an amazing career foundation, and career path, to have that growth opportunity. Has there been someone that spoke to you like that in your beginning of your career, a significant mentor or role model? And how have they influenced you?
Oh, I've been blessed with a number of really great bosses in my career. But, I would say that my most significant relationship from a mentor perspective is with my predecessor, Debbie Norris, and she worked at Hertzbach. Uh, was there in the almost in the very beginning of the low income housing program. I think they worked on their first deal maybe 5 or 6 years out of um, the program's infancy. So she's really been an integral part in learning what I know now and being able to, she's provided me with the foundation that I have. And, to see her work through new concepts, new projects on a routine basis, like, gave me a lot of confidence to be able to do the same.
Mm.
And yeah, so, she was a huge role or played a huge role in my career. So,
That's awesome to have that example, right? And especially
yep.
someone that's really leading in and leaded in that area of the profession.
Yep.
To you, I'm curious, Ashley, what would you say being a leader means? What have you seen in others that you then equate to leadership?
Oh, I definitely think it's essentially paying it forward, like what Debbie did for me. I hope to do for others, and I want to always provide that you know listening ear, that sounding board for the next generation, and give them confidence that they can, apply concepts and learn and grow in their career for many years to come. And that eventually, whether it's with us or moving on to other things, I always let them know that I'm there to support. And to me, that's really what it means. It's about making sure that you can look at an individual and see what their strengths are and do your best to encourage those. If there's areas of improvement, let them know, of course, but really be there as a cheerleader for whatever dreams they